In regard to the kind of information that mainstream media chooses to put out each day, what if a top-tier Trump campaign field organizer proposed throwing Americans into Stalin-style gulags and re-education camps in order to torture and indoctrinate them just because they don't believe politically like Trump does? What if that same top-tiered campaign field organizer for Trump advocated for widespread riots and violence across America? Do you think the Communist News Network, MSLSD, or the Young Turks would report on that?
Of course, 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 of course.
You better dang well believe they would. This video is brought to you by the 6-in-1 Patriot car charger. It's an emergency seatbelt cutter and window breaker, has a bright LED flashlight and red emergency flasher, and serves as a long-lasting portable power bank where you can charge your cell phone from 0 to 100% and still have enough power left over to light your way. My link and code for your massive discount is in the description below.
Go walk into that MSM studios, drag those up by their hair and light them on fire in the streets.
Well, another Democrat debate has come and gone, and it's been 24 hours since Project Veritas dropped the politics-shattering truth bomb that well-paid, top-tiered Bernie Sanders campaign organizer Kyle Jurek advocated for rounding up Americans on American soil and locking them up in gulags and re-education camps for doing nothing but supporting Donald Trump. Oh, and did I mention that Kyle Jurek also wants to shoot people who resist the Bernie Sanders socialist change?
Guys like that. What are we gonna do with them?
Gulag. Liberals get to fucking wall first.
What are we gonna do with those people that resist the change? Because that's a big deal.
Well, I'll tell you what. In Cuba, what do they do to reactionaries?
They shot them on the beach.
Do you want to fight against the revolution? You're gonna die for it, motherfucker.
I reported on this yesterday, and you'd think with almost an entire news cycle behind us, this literal bombshell release would have been picked up by somebody in mainstream media and gotten out to the American people. But all is strangely silent on the leftist front. Check this out. If you search for Project Veritas Bernie Sanders, you don't get any mainstream media outlet saying anything. Just conservative independent media sources. Now type in something like Bernie Sanders Gulag campaign organizer and you still get nothing. Go to CNN's YouTube channel. Nothing. MSLSD. Nothing. Now go to the Bernie Bros over at the Young Turks and of course, silence. Guys, if there was ever a story that the American people needed to see about a top-tiered political candidate who's running for president, you'd think it'd be this one. In this tweet, Iowa co-field director Brooke Adams and the Sanders campaign calls Kyle Jurek a top organizer. Why is this important? Because a high-level organizer for Bernie Sanders thinks it's acceptable to lock Americans who disagree with his socialist leader, to lock those Americans up in gulags and indoctrinate them in re-education camps.
There was a shit ton of the populace that was Nazified. I mean, like, Germany had to spend billions of dollars re-educating people to not be Nazis. Like, we're probably going to have to do the same thing here. And that's kind of what Bernie's like, like, hey, free education for everybody, because we're going to have to teach you not to be a Nazi. There's a reason Joseph Stalin had gulags, right? Mm-hmm. And actually, gulags were a lot better than like what like the CIA has told us that they were. Like, people were actually paid a living wage in gulags. They had conjugal visits in gulags. Gulags were actually meant for like re-education. Greatest way to break a billionaire of their like privilege and their idea that they're superior, go out and break rocks for 12 hours a day. You're now a working class person, and you're gonna learn what that means, right?
Why has there been no comment from Bernie Sanders condemning these calls for violence? Why hasn't there been a public outcry from mainstream media coming out and putting Bernie on blast? Why is there no mention of it on the Bernie Sanders lapdog Young Turks channel? And why isn't Jimmy Dore up in arms about this? I think we all know the answers to those questions. You know they've seen it. This undercover reporting is a true form of reporting because it cuts away all the BS, rips off the fake mask, and exposes what people really believe. Guys, if you enjoy these short videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon, give them a thumbs up, and share them with everybody you know. Also, don't forget to sign up to my newsletter through highimpactflix.com. That way we can sidestep all the censorship and suppression nonsense going on social media. And if you guys like this video, maybe you'll like these videos. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.